box. Just get it in the
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Guys, another action-packed Saturday for Ghanaian and Black Stars players, and they are really advertising their real qualities in Europe. Mohammed Kudus is a proper baller. Kamaldeen Sulemana, through the criticism this time around, he's showcasing himself better at Atalanta Calcio in the Serie A. Antoine Semenyo can't stop scoring beautiful goals. I will give you the comprehensive insight of their performances for their respective clubs. Other from the Ghana National Under-17 boys. God willing, in the semi-final of the 2025 Wafuzumbi Under-17 Championship is going to be between Ghana and Nigeria. Ghana Under-17 versus Nigeria Under-17. I will talk extensively from their camp and other from the camp of the University for Development Studies. It's going to be Ghana versus Brazil. Before I proceed with the details of the stories coming up, if you are new on this platform, quickly, let's do it together. Subscribe to the channel, hit on the post notification bell for more updates, and please don't forget to like this video and share to other social media platforms. Drop your decent comments in the comment box for special shoutouts in my subsequent videos. Ladies and gentlemen, straightforward, let me get into the video, and let me start from the Allianz Stadium. It was a top match in the Serie A between Juventus and Atalanta Calcio. At the end of 90 minutes plus some time added on of Soccer Fiesta, Atalanta Calcio, the away side, won. Juventus, the home side, won. And Kamaldeen Sulemana edged his name in the game. Kamaldeen scored the only goal for Atalanta Calcio against Juventus. That happened at the stroke of first half, where he had a beautiful goal. Juventus was in control of the game and they were being dispossessed by Atalanta Calcio. The ball went straight to Kamaldeen Sulemana. He embarked on a run, twisted and turned into the 18 box of Juventus, slotted home with his beautiful left foot, and it was a beautiful goal for Kamaldeen Sulemana and Atalanta Calcio. They registered the first goal, and at the end, Juventus had the equalizer. So they shared the spoils at the end of 90 minutes of Soccer Fiesta. And let's briefly look at the statistics of Kamaldeen Sulemana. 2 games in the Serie A for Atalanta Calcio. Today was his 5th game in the Serie A for Atalanta Calcio, but consistently 2 goals within 2 matches. Last week he scored and assisted for Atalanta Calcio. This time around he scored beautiful goal against Juventus for Atalanta Calcio. And let's check out via Thomas-Asante score, his statistics and rating. Kamaldeen, as a left winger, played 61 minutes. He didn't score, he didn't assist. He had 16 touches, 5 out of 9, representing 56%, were his passing accuracy. Kamaldeen Sulemana, via Thomas-Asante score, had a rating of 7.6 out of 10.0. When you go on other social media platforms, they are really hyping Kamaldeen Sulemana. Barely 3 weeks ago at the Accra Sports Stadium, the Black Stars versus the Eagles of Mali, he was deeply criticized, and through the criticism, just after the international break, he can't stop scoring goals for Atalanta Calcio. And that's what I believe, some of these things and attributes of his, that is what lured his former coach, as Adamson, his current coach at Atalanta Calcio, Ivan Churich, to bring him back into the Serie A. And that is that coming in from the camp of Kamaldeen Sulemana. Now, let me go into the EPL and talk about Antoine Semenyo, the guy who can stop scoring beautiful goals for AFC Bournemouth at the Elland Road at the end of 90 minutes of Soccer Fiesta. Leeds 2, AFC Bournemouth 2, and on the 26th minutes, Antoine Semenyo broke the virginity of the game. Beautiful free kick. What a marvelous one indeed. Pa! And it was through the net, slotted home beautifully for his club side, AFC Bournemouth. And he reminded me with the likes of Cristiano Ronaldo during the good times of his in football. You can see some of these goals coming in from Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo. And he did same. He just replicated what he has been watching from them against Leeds United for AFC Bournemouth. He's doing well. So far, 6 matches in the start of the 2025-2026 EPL season. Antoine Semenyo has contributed directly in 6 goals. He has scored 4 goals and assisted twice, meaning he is in the pole position of winning the top scorer award. I think he has to put on much effort, and he can do it as the first Ghanaian in the EPL. Let's briefly check out his statistics this afternoon for Bournemouth against Leeds United. He played the full total, 90 minutes with a goal, no assists. He had 45 touches with 19 out of 23, representing 83% passing accuracy. Via SofaScore score, as a right winger, Antoine Semenyo had a rating of 7.2 out of 10.0. Now, let me talk about the proper baller on the field of play. What a player he is for Tottenham Hotspur. They saw that prospect in the star boy Mohammed Kudus. That was the reason why they needed to defy all the odds to come for him from West Ham United this season. Hey, I can't stop watching the star boy Mohammed Kudus. It's not like we have to wax lyrical about him before you get to know who he is. Kudus is improving day in and day out. Kudus is learning. He's having the talent at the same time, adding learning to it. So what a player will he be in the future? Now let's talk about him at the London Stadium in the game for Tottenham Hotspur against Wolverhampton Wanderers. Let me start from the beautiful game tonight before I go to Mohammed Kudus of our interest. At the end of 90 minutes plus 5 minutes of time added on, Tottenham Hotspur 1, Wolves 1. Santiago Bueno on the 54th minute had the first goal, or he broke the virginity of the game for Wolves. On the 90 plus 4, there was Joe Palina to get the equalizer for Tottenham Hotspur. They needed him, and indeed, he did the work for them marvelously. So they had 1 point from their home grounds. Now let's talk about Kudus of our interest. I don't know whether it was a hard luck from Mohammed Kudus' tonight's performance against Wolves, because Mohammed Kudus hit the wood once. He also scored, but it was ruled offside on the 26th minutes, and he gave out beautiful crosses to his teammates, but they never utilized them. And aside of it, Mohammed Kudus was a top-notch player on the field of play. I am always saying on this platform that Kudus is having the talent. And for now, Kudus is learning. So he is developing. And at the end, he will get to the altitude that he wants to be in football. Let's pray and support him, because he's a star player. When you are watching Mohammed Kudus playing for Tottenham against the opponents, you can see that this is a player who is having the real talent. This is a player who is ever ready to do something for his club side. And definitely, he did well, though he didn't score, he didn't assist. But through the effort, at least he would have gotten like 3 assists tonight for Tottenham against Wolves. But Bergvall and other players, they didn't do anything to support his effort. Now, one thing that amazes me tonight was that Mohammed Kudus completed 22 out of 22 passing accuracy, representing 100%. What a player of his caliber. Let's check out his statistics briefly to understand the game before I summarize with his performance based on my opinion. Mohammed Kudus played as a right winger. With 90 minutes, he didn't score, he didn't assist. Kudus had 57 touches of the ball tonight against Wolves. Mohammed Kudus completed 22 out of 22 passing accuracy, representing 100%. He had 1 key pass. Kudus shot on target 2. Kudus crosses in terms of accuracy. He sent 7 crosses, 2 were successful. Long balls, he sent 2. 2 were successful. Dribbles, Kudus attempted 10 times. 5 were successful. Within the week, I gave you the update that Mohammed Kudus is a player who has completed the most take-ons in the EPL, and this time around, he is continuing, not even in the EPL, but in Europe's top 5 leagues. Mohammed Kudus is performing marvelously for his club side, Tottenham Hotspur, and he needs that applaud. I know subsequently, he's going to improve on his game, adding more goals, adding more assists. He can create out the assists, but which players will be there on time to finish it or slot home beautifully for Tottenham Hotspur? I know Frank Thomas needs to work on those things so that on point they might get goals if they are able to utilize chances coming in from Mohammed Kudus. Tottenham Hotspur tonight wouldn't have been struggling getting equalizer against Wolves at the London Stadium. And that is that from Mohammed Kudus. I don't want to talk about the rating via SofaScore score. I don't know whether they hate Mohammed Kudus or they are just coming out of their interest. Or is it because he didn't score and he didn't assist for Tottenham Hotspur tonight against Wolves? They gave him 6.4. But to me, I'll give Mohammed Kudus 9.8 out of 10.0. He is a proper baller. Away from the camp of the star boy Mohammed Kudus is to the camp of Brandon Thomas-Asante. So far, Coventry City is also performing in the championship. And he has scored, I stand to be corrected, 3 goals with 2 assists. And this afternoon, he scored a beautiful goal for his club side, Coventry City, against Birmingham City. They won by 3-0. It was a rebound. A player gave in that powerful shot. The goalkeeper needed to point it into the 18 box. There come Brandon Thomas-Asante, and he slotted a beautiful one from the rebound. Let's have a brief statistics of Brandon Thomas-Asante. He played 81 minutes with a goal, no assists. He had 32 touches with 13 out of 32 passing accuracy. He forced for his club side via SofaScore score. He had a rating of 6.6 out of 10.0. Brandon as a left winger for his club side, Coventry, this afternoon against Birmingham City. So all these players are doing well. And I know with our last 2 matches of the CAF 2026 World Cup qualifiers, they are coming to replicate the same for the Black Stars against Central African Republic. And specifically, I want the game against Comoros. And that is that from the account. On this note, let me talk about our under-17 team. Initially, we didn't have any hope in them because looking at their performances during the starts, we thought they would have come home earlier. But this time around, they've progressed into the semi-final of the ongoing Wafu Zombi Under-17 Championship. Nigeria topped their group with 4 maximum points plus 3 goals. Burkina Faso was second with 4 points plus 1 goal. Ghana, we were second in our group with 4 points. And at the end, as a parents as usual, the first team in Group A will face the second team in Group B. So Ivory Coast will face Burkina Faso. The first team in Group B will face the second team in Group A. And that is going to be Ghana versus Nigeria. Officially, Wafu Zombi has not confirmed, but per the successes and what we know, we have to even talk about before they confirm officially. And that is going to be a highly contested game between Ghana and Nigeria. So, of course, the Jollof Derby has to come on board. And I don't know why when we take our light from their streams, we are getting AI-like and robotic-like commentaries in the videos. I don't know, but we are working on it. Subsequently, we'll try to come out with the best updates from the Wafu Zombi in terms of highlights, both on Manual TV Sports and Sports Fella. So that is it coming in from the Wafu Zombi. And let me talk from the camp of University for Development Studies. God willing, tomorrow morning is going to be the grand finale of the 2025 FISU World University Sports Tournament in Dalian, China. And the name of University for Development Studies from Ghana against Polisa University from Brazil. The good news for Ghana is that we've had a taste of them in the group stage. And in the group stage, we topped them based on the goals difference. They are the defending champions, so they want to come in to win the trophy again. And Ghana are going in as underdogs in the final and this time around. Since we are going to face them in the grand finale, we have to fire on all cylinders to get a victory for Ghana. Whatever it is, as you know that Manual TV Sports, right from the start of the competition, we've spoken a lot about them and will not end it there. God willing, tomorrow, whatever the highlights will be, we bring it to you on this platform. So just keep it logged. I was being supported by my hardworking chief editor, Emmanuel Kwame Asiedu, and my amazing graphic designer, Dominic. Subsequently, I will give you shout out. Let's meet in the next one. As a Frenchman will say, au revoir.